Why aren't all religious people spiritual? The answer no one told you. Sparking curiosity. Do you know the difference between religiosity and spirituality? Seriously, think about it. When we talk about these two topics, a lot of people get confused. But what if I told you that not every spiritual person is religious? And the opposite, that most religious people are far from being spiritual? Sounds confusing, right? But hold on, come with me, and I'll explain all of this in a simple way that might even change your perspective on the subject. I know you've got questions running through your mind, so let's dive into this reflection on what it really means to be spiritual or religious. Defining the concept, religiosity versus spirituality. We live in a world where many people think religion and spirituality are the same thing. But let me tell you, they are almost opposites. I'll show you that, most of the time, one ends up taking the place of the other. And when you focus too much on one, the other fades away. I know this may sound like an exaggeration now, but stick with me, and you'll see how serious this is. Many people consider themselves spiritual, but deep down, they're just following a set of religious rules. Let's uncover this now and understand why these two things, although they may seem similar, are very different. Religiosity, created by humans. Religiosity is nothing more than a set of rules created by humans. Yes, you heard that right. Religion, as we know it, is a system designed to control people. Now, you might be thinking, but wait, religion comes from the term religare, which means to reconnect, to connect with God. And that's true. But here's the thing, while religion has that meaning, it was humans who created it. It wasn't God who handed down a rigid set of rules for us to follow, it was people. What God gave us, in fact, were principles. And these principles have nothing to do with rules designed to control, but with guidelines for a fulfilling and prosperous life. Principles versus rules, true spirituality. When we talk about spirituality, we're talking about principles. These are divine principles given by God to help us live abundantly. The big difference between religion and spirituality is that the former is filled with don'ts, while the latter offers a path to do's that help you grow as a person. For example, if you plant an orange tree, you will harvest oranges. That's not magic, it's a natural law. Similarly, in the spiritual world, if you plant love and peace, that's what you'll reap. It doesn't matter if you're an atheist or agnostic, if you follow these principles, you'll see the results. Of course, salvation, the question of our eternal life, is a different story. That requires faith in God and Jesus Christ. But the principle of living well applies to everyone, without exception. Religiosity disguised as spirituality. Now, here's the most curious part. Some people live in religiosity thinking they are being spiritual. And it's not uncommon. I can give you a few examples. In many churches, there are rules that have absolutely nothing to do with the Bible. For instance, some say women can't go up to the altar wearing pants, or that men must preach in a tie. Is that in the Bible? No. But it becomes a rule within churches, not because of divine principles, but because of traditions created by people. There are even cases where people need a religious leader's blessing to travel or start dating. That's control, not spirituality. And many times, people don't even realize they are living under that control, thinking it's something sacred or divine. True spirituality has no rigid rules. Now let's focus on true spirituality. Unlike religiosity, it has no fixed rules, because principles guide us. God taught us, for example, to honor our father and mother, and in doing so, our days on earth will be prolonged. Or that if we love our neighbor, we will live in peace. These principles don't depend on your religion, but on your willingness to live according to spiritual truth. The difference is clear. Religiosity wants to limit us, while spirituality wants to set us free. A reflection from Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. I want you to hear something powerful from a great thinker named Pierre Teilhard de Chardin. He was a Jesuit priest and philosopher, and his view on religion and spirituality will resonate with you. He said, "Religion is not one, there are hundreds. But spirituality is one." He offers a deep reflection, teaching us that religion is for those who need external rules, while spirituality is for those who are awake and attuned to their inner voice. Religiosity controls you, spirituality frees you. Religiosity focuses on sin and guilt, spirituality teaches us to learn from our mistakes. And he goes even further, religion invents, spirituality discovers. That's a true paradigm shift, isn't it? Are you spiritual or religious? When you reflect on your life and your faith, which path do you follow? Are you guided by rules, or do you live according to principles that aim for personal growth? Remember, religion can trap you in a cycle of rules that have no biblical foundation, while spirituality, on the other hand, invites you to be free and seek divine truth within yourself. Now it's your turn to reflect. Are you ready to embrace true spirituality? Or are you just stuck in traditions and rules that limit you? Be honest with yourself and allow yourself to go beyond religiosity, seeking the divine essence within you. And that's it. I hope this video helped clarify the difference between religiosity and spirituality. May your journey become lighter, more genuine, and, most importantly, more enlightened. If you enjoyed this content, don't forget to like and subscribe for more reflections like this. Until the next journey.